Good morning. Thanks for joining us for Daybreak in 10 on Color 10. We are on the air with you for the next 10 minutes without commercials beginning right now. And first, let's head on over to meteorologist Elisa Rafa with your forecast first. Good morning, Elisa.
Good morning. We are starting out with some low-hanging clouds in Springfield right now. It is 66 degrees with some southerly winds and some sticky dew points. Now, we're not really registering visibility issues on the map, so that means either those are just low-hanging clouds or it's super localized, like just around our station. So you might run into some patchy fog this morning. That's also been the case to the south. You've got some showers exiting south of Harrison and Mountain Home there with some cloud cover. It's 66 degrees in Springfield, 68 degrees in Branson, and 65 degrees in Mountain Grove, and it is pretty humid out there on the Muggy meter map as well. At the pool today, you'll have some showers possible to the east, otherwise turning sunny with some clouds peeling away and that high at 88 degrees. So as you fire up the grill, again, a couple of showers may be possible if you live east of Springfield. Things will be quiet by this evening. So showers in lower 80s from areas like Rolla to West Plains down towards Mountain Home. 88 degrees or more sunshine in Springfield and areas to the west. Quiet tonight with lows in the upper 60s. Quiet tomorrow with sunshine and highs in the upper 80s. We're looking at a couple of sunnier, drier feel on Thursday, 89 degrees there. A couple of showers and storms then return on Friday as our next hiccup rolls through. You'll have a few storms possible there. As far as the weekend goes, you're hot and dry on Saturday. Storm chances return on Sunday, and behind that front that comes in on Sunday, you're looking at much cooler temperatures. You'll find those highs in the upper 70s and lower 80s by Tuesday of next week. Jen?
Elisa, thank you. New this morning, MoDOT is reminding drivers to be mindful of work zones while traveling on the roadways as more projects are expected on the roads this time of the year. Color 10's Nija McDonald met with MoDOT and joins us live now with more on its message. Good morning, Nija.
Yeah, Jen, good morning. MoDOT's message is simple. Slow down, put your phone down, and pay attention as you drive through work zones like the one right behind us. Now, I met with a local engineer with MoDOT who says that work zone safety is a serious matter. Now, his name is Darren Heimlich, and he says that crashes tend to go up during this time of the year as more projects are underway. Heimlich says not all work zones look alike. Some can be moving operations such as striping, patching, or mowing. They can also be short-term, temporary lane closures to make quick repairs or remove debris from the roadway. A driver inattention was the #1 cause of work zone crashes last year. The average text takes 5 seconds to read. Now, to put that into perspective, if you're traveling at 55 miles per hour, you would have traveled more than the length of a football field blindfolded while looking down at your phone. Heimlich says MoDOT just wants every employee and all travelers to get home safely.
38 hits statewide so far this year, which seems extremely high. Most of those were in Kansas City and St. Louis, where we have the highest traffic volumes. You know, I think if people were really just focused on the road, that would help a lot, and really just be respectful and mindful of the speed limits in the work zone, slow down, move over. You know, we've got the move over law where we have, if you see, if it's law enforcement or roadway workers with the lights on or a work zone, you need to move over, slow down.
Well, in 2019, 18 people were killed in work zone crashes. Reporting live in Springfield, Nija McDonald, Ozarks First.
In education coverage this morning, with classes beginning over the next couple of weeks, local colleges say they are satisfied with how their admissions are looking. At Drury University, their admissions office says that they are at about 97% of their goal of 400 new students. OTC says across their 6 campuses, they're down just 5% from where they were at this time last year, with the biggest decline being in new students and in high school dual credit. And at Missouri State, admissions director Teresa Haney says the number of incoming students that have paid or deferred to student loans is down just 38 total students from last year. But President Cliff Smart said yesterday at a press conference that the biggest decline they will see is in international students.
We are going to be down in international students. But overall, I would anticipate we would be down in the nature of 500 to 800 students before we talk about the dual credit students that are in high school that are taking college classes in high school. So I would anticipate we'd be over 20,000 first day enrollment.
Smart says once those dual credit students go through, that should put them at about 23,000 students. Hillcrest High School is getting a head start on some improvements project beginning today. The school was part of the Prop S improvement project. Phase 1 was scheduled to begin today, which it is, but due to lower than anticipated costs on other Prop S projects, Phase 2 at Hillcrest is also starting today ahead of schedule. A groundbreaking ceremony will be held at 10:30 this morning. All Hillcrest improvements are now expected to be completed by the end of 2022. In news from around the Ozarks, an area nonprofit is stepping up to help students in Barry County. Ozark Area Community Action Corporation has partnered with other agencies to provide some students with a new backpack, all necessary school supplies, and a cloth mask. The student has to be registered for the area's school fair event to receive the supplies. Other supplies being given out include hygiene products, new clothing, and new socks and shoes. OCAC's school fair for Greene County is this Saturday. News from around the region. An Arkansas community is attempting to attract more people to the area with outdoor dining. The Springdale City Council members approved an outdoor dining district in the downtown area last night. The goal behind it to increase business for restaurants and bars hurting during this pandemic. The idea is people will be able to buy drinks or food from participating locations and be able to freely walk and enjoy their items within that district. The Fort Smith, Arkansas Board of Education tabled discussions to rename a school named after a Confederate officer. The school district's Equity and Minority Recruitment Committees recommended Albert Pike Elementary School change its name. Pike was an officer in the Confederate Army. Superintendent Doug Brubaker sent an emotional message to the board about the importance of inclusion for students.
Essentially, the idea is that when you've got students who are coming to a school, that you want for those students to feel valued and respected.
The committee has asked for the discussion to be brought up at a regular meeting, so it could be open to public comment. Looking at news from around the world, a new coronavirus outbreak in New Zealand has sent the country back into lockdown today. This is the first outbreak for the country in more than 3 months. The source of the outbreak has baffled health officials who say they were confident there was no local transmission and the infected had not traveled overseas. News of the cases sent people rushing to supermarkets and pharmacies to stock up on supplies, while others rescheduled flights to leave Auckland before the restrictions came into effect. The restrictions will initially remain in place until Friday. Now here's a look at what's coming up after Daybreak.
History in the making. Joe Biden picks Kamala Harris as his running mate. We'll take a look at her political career. Plus, see how coronavirus reunited two sisters who hadn't seen each other for 50 years. Coming up on CBS This Morning.
Well, as we just heard there, Kamala Harris and Joe Biden will be a topic of discussion on CBS This Morning, and that will be on the internet as well. That will be trending today. Everyone's reaction to it, analysis about it, and what we can expect moving forward. That's what's trending this morning. Also checking in with our local weather this morning. I hear dry today and then cooler later in the week, which is nice.
Yeah, a couple of showers to the east today, most of us with some sunshine. Storm chance returns on Friday.
All right, thanks, Elisa. Thanks for joining us here on Daybreak. We'll see you again for midday.